So before Christmas, I was homeless.
While most of us live wealthy lifestyles, whether it be buying a new outfit from the shops or upgrading to the latest iPhone, many people suffer. Homelessness is a major problem in Northern Ireland, but sadly the issue only really comes to the forefront when the worst happens. The recent news of the deaths of 5 people who were homeless on the streets of Belfast brought the issue of homelessness into sharp and distressing focus. As a direct result of the deaths, there has been an army of local volunteers wanting to help those on the streets. This shows that people here really do care about the issue. We decided to see homelessness in its raw state. We approached the Twisted Sisters NI, who are an all-female motorbike club with their homeless cause 3 years ago with the hashtag #NeedACoat, after co-founder Lynn Macaulay had seen a woman hit a homeless person in the face and decided that they had to try and make a change to help.
We try and help. Anything we get, we bring it straight to them. They don't have to ask. We're there for them every Monday night, even if they just need a chat. People have the wrong idea about homeless. They are out on the street for a reason. They may take drugs. People think that they're not alcoholics and druggies. They have a reason.
Sometimes it's not always about food. Some people just need a friendly face and somebody to talk to and know that there's no judgment at our table. Whatever is said in confidence. We don't spread it with anyone else.
However, homelessness is not just about those who sleep rough on our streets. Many of those who are homeless are hidden from view. They are staying in shared emergency accommodation. They are staying temporarily with friends and family. They are spending time in poor quality B&Bs. Some are even sleeping in their cars. The reality is that there are thousands more homeless people existing out of sight and therefore out of mind.
There's wee clubs you can go to, like around near the Europa, PPM and stuff like that, where you can go on a Wednesday and a Thursday. You can just call in for a cup of tea, game of food, and things like that. I'll go to places like that when I'm not volunteering, just to stay out.
You just use that as the place to sleep, really.
Yeah, just really.
We have a growing problem with homelessness in Northern Ireland. Here is a short reconstruction of a story from an anonymous source.
So what happened was I had a really bad argument with my mum. She was drinking a lot at the time. Wasn't good. She kicked me out around like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I literally grabbed a coat and a jacket and left. She wouldn't let me back in the house. None of my friends were answering their phones because it was really late. So I had to walk around the town, and it was freezing. The night was horrible. Anywhere that I could possibly find shelter.
Stephanie Hill from Peace Bites heard about what we were doing and asked if she could share her experiences working with people from various backgrounds.
And I'm currently now a Good Relations Trainer Mediator for Peace Bites. So we are a regional peace programme helping individuals around personal development, good relations and citizenship. And some of our young people would live in temporary accommodation. So to try and help their skills, look at how they communicate with Section 75 groups, CRN, PUL, LGBT issues. So it's to try and help their life skills and also to help them feel more stable. And if an individual is on the programme and suffers a homeless related issue, then the mentor and the staff are there to support to try and sustain their tenancies.
Do you think that people are aware of the situation these people are in?
Probably not. Before my career of working in homelessness, it wasn't where I intended to be. It was the education element I came on board for. I would have been aware, looking back, of young people at risk, sofa surfing, temporary accommodation, inappropriate housing, but not necessarily thought that those individuals were at risk because it wasn't in my field of learning. So I do think the general public might only see homelessness as rough sleepers when that's only a small proportion of other people at risk. And other individuals who are maybe in inappropriate housing, that maybe not in safe areas that they feel safe in, relationship breakdown, domestic abuse, all sorts of other life factors that can result in the breach and breakdown of a tenancy. So I don't think individuals see the bigger picture. I think genuinely they see the rough sleeper.
After doing further research into the communities that help in County Antrim, we decided to visit a local food bank in Ballymoney, which has been running since February 2014, where they spoke about how they do their bit for people in need.
Ballymoney Food Bank is one of a number of food banks from the Trussell Trust organisation, who run about 400 food banks from north of Scotland to south of England, including Northern Ireland. And our role is quite simple, is to give out food to individuals or families who, for whatever reason, are struggling to feed themselves, really today and tomorrow. It's an emergency food bank for short-term situations. Most people come to us, come maybe once or twice, but with organisations like Christians Against Poverty, we have people who come to us each month, because if we give them food each month, they can pay off their debt that little bit quicker and then get out of the system that bit quicker. So it's can be quite challenging at times.
Do you work with any supermarkets at all?
Yes, we work with specifically with Tesco. We're allowed to go into Tesco twice a year. That's normally June and then December, and we do two-day collections, and it brings us in a massive amount of food from the Ballymoney public. Last time we collected about 198 boxes of food in December past. I think it was 1.4 tonnes of food that we collected over 2 days. And then Lidl on a Monday gave us all their fresh vegetables and fruit.
The stereotype of homelessness is someone sleeping rough on the streets, but that is not the reality, particularly here in Northern Ireland. There is a huge hidden homelessness gap in statistics, meaning that we can't yet know the true extent of homelessness here. It is estimated that between 75,000 and 136,000 adults live in concealed housing in Northern Ireland. This is a growing problem. 10 years ago, research undertaken by Simon Community NI found that most of us were 4 paychecks from homelessness, but that has reduced to just 2 in 2015. With bad debt, rent arrears and mortgage repossessions on the rise, more people than ever are at risk of becoming homeless. From October 2017 to the end of August 18, an average of 13 homeless people per month had their housing applications closed due to their deaths. All these statistics must change for the better before we lose even more. The question is, can you help these communities?